We live. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sports Crew podcast. As we're back for episode 11 of the second season. Obviously, we're here with one of the Iona men's basketball players. DJ, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Appreciate you for having me.
Of course, of course. So we're gonna get straight into it. Obviously, I think one of the most important questions is why Iona? You have probably had a bunch of schools. What made Iona stand out?
Coach Ricky was recruiting me first, and then when I talked to obviously Coach Patino, once we talked, and we just went over like my goals, what I wanted as a player, and what I wanted to accomplish in college basketball. And one of those things was obviously to win. I wanted to be part of a winning program, and then another one was I knew in order for me to reach the levels that I need to reach as a player individually, I need to be a part. I need to be coached by a Hall of Fame coach, and me. So it was just obviously I had to come here because he's one of the best in person development. So that's why I chose Iona.
What was the other schools you had, if you don't mind talking about it?
I had West Virginia, I had SMU, one, and then the coach left. So like, but these are schools that's talking to me and almost like where we was going get down to the nitty gritty. But by the time we was setting up visits, but I'll keep going. I had Memphis, Penny. We
Yeah,
FaceTime and he offered me,
that's cool.
and then I had Ole Miss. I was telling Anton some coaches from Missouri they was coming to my games at Odessa. Um, and it was a lot. It was a lot. I had New Mexico State. It was a lot. So I just, but like I said, man, once it was time to get down to it, I kind of stopped hearing from some of the schools,
Mhm.
so they kind of X themselves out. Anyways, they kind of made my decision easier. Anyways, and I'm a big loyalty guy. So
Yeah.
ever since I talked to Coach Patino, he told me what it is, and well, he told me what it was gonna be. So I mean, I respected him for that, and I just felt like like I said, coach is old, so it's like he's real. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
not. It's not gonna be no lies and
Never
nothing that
sugarcoat.
you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
that's one thing that I look into once I was decided at school, and like I said, man, he was real. And like I said, once a coach is Coach P's age, man, it's like he's the realest of them all. So it's
So
like
much knowledge,
yeah,
man.
no
Yeah.
lies are being told, and I can learn a lot from him. So it was great.
Obviously, with you choosing Iona, and being here almost pretty close to full season because we probably got a month away until playoffs. How do you evaluate the team so far, like from start to currently, and then yourself, your evaluation?
So far as the team, he put together a great team, man. Obviously we banged up right now. Q went down. Season ending surgery. Then Bub is out right now, and Walter missed some games. Barrick missed a game, I believe.
Yeah.
So I mean, we just coach always preach next man up. So I think with us withstanding all those injuries, I think we're holding up pretty good. Our goal was to be trending in the right direction at the right time. So obviously we dropped some games that we should have won. In
Yeah.
my opinion, all the games we had won except for obviously a game like Quinnipiac, like they just dominated us the whole game from start
Yeah.
to finish. But us outside of that game, I think we had every game won. And I just think like coach always preached to us like all those games not gonna matter unless we learn from them around this time. And around this time is where we show if we learn from them or not. And as of right now, I think we trending in the right direction. Our biggest challenge is defense and rebounding. That's it. Has nothing to do with effort, has
Mhm.
nothing to do with offense, has nothing to do with talent level. It's just all about being together, being connected on the defensive end, and just
Communicating for sure.
exactly making the right plays on defense and just going, everybody being locked in the rebound. Gang rebound is what we call it. So I think if we can really take those things to another level and execute our game plan every game, man, I think we can be a really good team. As far as myself, um, I mean, I just come in every night. I come out every night trying to be aggressive.
Yeah.
This offense was made around like me, Walt, and Nelly, making plays, making the rest of the guys better.
Mhm.
There's no knock to them. It is like that. We're a team, and I
Yeah.
need them to help me be better. So I just think like I said, I just come in and try to be aggressive. That's what coach brought me in to do. That's why I'm the point guard on the team. And so, like I said, I just got to do my part of coming out and being aggressive, take what the defense gives me, and just making my guys around me better.
What about maybe you feel that, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone feels that they can improve on anything. You feel that there's something specific that you would need to improve on from now to, let's say, March?
I would say just being mentally strong. That's
Yeah.
pretty. I mean, this more it's more mental with me.
Mm.
I never think like I never think nobody can obviously stop me. Like I really feel like nobody can stop me, and I think every
I agree.
basketball player should have that mindset. And it's not even nothing to do with cockiness or nothing like that. It's just being confident, and that's what I always say. In basketball, you need to be confident because if you're not, who else gonna believe in you? So, and no, it sounds cliche, but that's really the truth when you really look at it. Like
Mm.
if whatever you tell your mind before you do something in basketball or in anything in life, like that's what your body is gonna do. That's how your body is gonna react. So in the game, if you're thinking, "Oh, I might mess up on this play," or "I don't know," you hesitating to make a play, you're not gonna make the play.
No,
Versus if
you're
you
right.
just go out and do it, play off instincts. So, like I said, the biggest thing for me though, where I need to get better at is just being that vocal leader the whole game and just being more mentally strong for the team.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And I remember before the season started, off of just a few practices, I told Matt, he was a former manager, and usually on my show, I was like, I think DJs would be better than Tyson. And I'm not even trying to discredit Tyson because obviously he won an MVP last year, but that's just how much I believed in like your talent.
Right.
But obviously, I'm pretty sure with Coach Pitino being a Hall of Famer, and it's been a long season, you've learned a lot. What's maybe one big thing or a few things that you learned from him that you didn't know before coming to Iona?
I think people underestimate the value of winning.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And especially like when you young and when you haven't really like I've won my freshman year at Pacific. We won, but it was obviously cut short due to COVID. And
Yeah.
we had a winning season. We were 23-11, finished third. We tied third in the conference with St. Mary's. So that was pretty good. They picked us. We were picked like ninth or eighth preseason rankings.
Mhm.
So I think, like I said, the biggest thing I learned with Coach P is just nothing matters except the W.
Yeah.
Like no matter how many shots you miss, no matter how many turnovers you have, no matter how many bad plays or whatever the case may be, all that matters is you winning. You having your team win. And so that's the biggest thing I try to pick up on. He texted me at the game and complimented me, and I told him, I said, Coach, that was because of you. Like you taught me only thing that matters is to win.
Yeah.
So I mean that was a big thing. Like I knew winning was important, but like everything, I mean everything, like everything revolves around winning with him. And that's why I believe he's a Hall of Famer. Like
Oh
he
yeah,
no
for
no
sure.
matter where he went, those standards of winning it's just always been the top of the top.
No,
So
yeah, his standards are really high, and obviously you see with his resume, I mean, it speaks for itself. But obviously, a lot of players get stuck into, let's say, stats or a bad win. But I feel
hmm
like once winning cures everything for sure. So I definitely
exactly,
agree with you on that.
exactly.
But obviously, season's not over, but we've played majority of teams, or I think almost all the teams already in the MAC.
Yeah, we played them all.
So, what would you say would be the hardest team so far to face in the MAC and non-conference schedule? Like one team for each.
Non-conference, non-conference. I mean, I would obviously have to. I want to go with New Mexico.
I was gonna say that
Um,
same pick too. That
I
was pretty
mean,
tough
yeah, yeah,
to come back to and all that.
yeah, and I really think what hurt us in that game is I got in foul trouble. I picked up some silly fouls early on in the game. I'm not gonna put it on the refs because I'm playing. So I picked up two silly fouls, which kind of like shot us in the foot early in the game, and we was playing from a deficit the whole game. But
And we shot terrible that game. That
and
was
you
probably, I think, the worst percentage
It
all conference
I know
played.
it. Yeah, it had to be. I think we only made two threes,
Yeah, and
and
we
both of them was
lost
walk.
by single digits too. I think.
You so
Yeah,
so I'm like, but although like that happened, it was like that was crazy. Like I think that was. I mean, that's the best team we played,
yeah.
obviously.
They had the highest net rating. If you look
Yeah,
at every team we played, they had the highest for sure,
exactly.
and still do.
And inside the MAC, I mean, I really think like teams are, and I'm not discrediting none of those teams. Like they all are good. Like they each team brings a different thing, and
Mhm.
you got to play each team different in the MAC. It's weird, like Coach P always talks about, like the team's gonna be well coached and they're gonna have great guards. So the toughest one though, I give it to Ryder. Even though we gave that game away,
Hmm.
they were pretty tough from a standpoint of you nothing really rattled them. Um Obviously you down 18 on the road, that's tough to come back
No, yeah,
from. Although like I said, we gave that game away, so but give the credit to them, but um we shouldn't have lost that game. But I'll just give it to them because of what they did here and they ended our home winning streak. So that was tough. But like I said, those games you just can't give away like that. But like I said, it's all about learning from it.
no,
So
yeah, for sure.
if we
You definitely think Ryder over Sienna so far this season?
Sienna game, it was like we just gave up.
Hmm.
So it's like I don't even look at them as like like they good. Like I told you, they teams are good. I'm not
A
taking nothing
lot of
away
teams, I'm
from them.
not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from them. It's just the standpoint of we had that game as well. They came out of halftime and obviously they hit those two threes and it was like we just gave in.
Yeah,
So
the first
that's
half was
why
pretty decent too.
so and I'm like we were up three and we still had some things going on that we still could have fixed. And like I said, I don't I not yeah, see Ryder over Sienna for me.
No, yeah, and definitely. We had I think it was 2 year home streak, and obviously that was the only team that we lost to. But
Yeah.
obviously, for those who don't know, you being from Texas and now being from New York, what's one thing that from being here that you miss from Texas? Whether I could be obviously the weather or maybe a food. What's something that you really miss from Texas that you I guess don't have here?
Um I think I would just say kind of how like if anybody's been down south, the hospitality we have down there.
Hmm.
We very respectful. Everybody is like a family kind of. Not saying it's not like that here, but
Yeah,
sometimes you
sometimes
just
it's not.
you just don't feel it here. Everybody like want to be
Yeah,
tough and
I agree.
it's different. I mean, it is what it is. It's different. So that's one thing that I miss. Like I say, down south, everybody's it's more like a family type thing in the community and around going just when you go to just stores or just little things like that. Um and one thing I do like though is
That was gonna be my next question. What
yeah,
did you like
yeah.
in New York that
The
you don't got
one
in
thing I
Texas?
like is how much y'all cherish basketball. Like
Hmm.
y'all love basketball. Like y'all ride for y'all teams down here. And
That's
I
what I'm
in
saying.
Texas are they diehard fans for their teams too, but far as I'm talking just basketball, specifically that sport, it's amazing. Like I love being here and playing basketball and being able to do what I do on the court and receiving the love that we receive here at the school and things like that and the support. So that's one of the biggest things that I took away from playing basketball in New York. I'm like, I never understood it. Like people used to tell me like it was different. And obviously because Texas we got a lot of different sports, mainly football.
Oh, yeah, huge
So,
football sport.
so it's different. It's different. It's like they show basketball some love, but not really. We still kind of fighting with football. Then you even have track and even
Yeah,
baseball. It's just different things like that. But here, if you're doing good in basketball, they show you a lot of respect and they show you a lot of support.
yeah. You mentioned track. I know this is like a little curveball of a question. Didn't have it, but did you play any other sports in high school
Um,
other than
so
basketball?
so growing up, my first sport was football,
Okay, okay.
and
What position you played?
I played quarterback.
Okay, okay.
I laugh and joke with the guys all the time, but that's why I love passing the ball. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, it shows out on the court. I
Oh
feel like,
yeah.
and that's why I'm able to make some of the reads that I make. And me and Walt was laughing and talking because he played football as well. He was
I heard it.
he was a
Yeah.
big 5-star recruit. So sometimes when we throw passes to each other, it's like I tell him like if I see the back of his head, I'm throwing the ball. And that was
Mhm.
kind of like it's a football term. Like if the quarterback see the back of his head and the wide receiver looking at him, he throwing the ball because the defender can't see the ball.
Mhm.
So I mean, just little things like that. But I played football, and then in middle school I ran track. I stopped once I got to high school. I tried to do strictly. Man, I did strictly basketball. I wish I did it though. I should have tried football and kept running track, or not football. I should have did
Yeah.
track.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, what made you stop? Like, what made you just do basketball?
Football was because I wasn't working out the way I was supposed to, and my
Okay.
body wasn't ready to play football at that
Mm.
age. And the way I needed to be, like the way my body needed to be. And I just what it didn't click for me. It didn't click to me that I need to change my body at the age. So it was like I was getting older and people was already they was fast, strong. So I'm like, and I really didn't start working out until my junior year,
Mhm.
seriously. And that's what I told Coach P when I came here. He asked me why I was under recruited in high school. I was like, Coach, I almost waited until it was too late to actually start working out and understanding. Like, it was never basketball for me. Like, it was never what I could do, my skill level, or nothing like that. It was
Mhm.
about the other things I did off the court, like
Oh,
taking
okay.
care of my body. Like I said, I ain't getting no trouble, nothing like that. I mean, like
No.
working out and having my body in shape and
Mhm.
work, because I always had the quick twitch muscles to be fast and things like that. But
Yeah.
I wasn't working out, so I wasn't that fast like I was supposed to be. Versus
Oh,
in,
okay.
in, in elementary and growing up, I was always one of the fastest kids on the team.
Mhm.
And then once I went from middle school to high school, like I said, it was that gap where I didn't understand like how much I need to be working out. So, like I said, that was one of the reasons why I stopped though, because like I said, my body I didn't start working out at the right age and at the right time, so I just felt like I was gonna be too far behind. So I just tried to stick with basketball.
That's cool. I never knew that. I thought I did hear about the football stories, but I didn't know you did track too. And obviously you stopped in high school. I thought you would do a few of them, and then let's say when you got older, kind of junior senior year, you stopped. But
Mhm.
back to the Texas thing. I would assume you would say the weather because a lot of people obviously love being in the hot more than the cold.
Yeah.
And you were talking about the obviously how the people are here. I definitely do agree. A lot of them are like that. That's why I usually prefer either talking or hanging out with people who aren't from here because they're not kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then like New York, like you said, is a huge basketball city. Like
Mhm.
there's a bunch of basketball junkies, you call them. Like they just love the game.
Yeah.
But my next question was gonna be, I feel like I know this answer because I remember I think I had this talk with Steve, and I think we agreed on it. Funniest teammate this season.
Definitely Anton.
Yeah,
Definitely AB.
we agreed
He's
on that.
he's a character, a whole character, not a half, not a whole character. And we were actually talking, me, him, and Walt, about like doing our own YouTube channel and
Oh
doing the day
yeah.
in the life. Man, yeah, man, we would get so many views because it's crazy. It's crazy. Like the things that we talk about, how we joke with each other, just little things. Like I said, just a regular day in the life. I think a lot of people would be interested to see it.
No, yeah, I 100% agree. I think I asked Steve, and it was like super quick. He said AB, and I told him
Yeah.
the same. And it's just being around AB himself is funny. And like sometimes when he does the little impersonations, and like
Yeah, yeah,
every time I hear him talk, it sounds like he's not really doing his voice. It sounds like he's trying to like mimic somebody, and it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
AB is super funny.
yeah.
And then obviously I was gonna say you watch a lot of basketball. I'm assuming you probably have a favorite team.
NBA, you talking about right
Yeah.
now?
What would be like a favorite team or favorite player or both,
So,
and
so,
why too?
all right. So I mostly go with players in the NBA.
Hmm.
When I was in high school and stuff, and still to this day, I love watching like C.J. McCollum. I used to watch Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Those was kind of my three right there, and Dame. Dame is in there too, and like Devin Booker. But the main ones was really CJ, Mike, and Kobe. Um, and this is when I was at a two guard. So
Hmm.
my mindset was, different.
Yeah.
It was obviously make the winning play all the time, make the right play, but I was more of a like Walt. But
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
shoot the
Yeah.
three as good as him. But my mid range was deadly.
Still
And
is.
yeah, I didn't really know how to right. You're right. So when I didn't really know how to read a ball screen.
Hmm.
Um, my first years I started playing college basketball at Pacific. So I told my coach, Damon Stoudemire, I told him, I said, Coach, just give me a ball screen. I'm like, cause give me an ISO. Cause I don't know my reads when I'm using the ball screen. So like I said, man, I just really tried to mimic my game like them, in which all of them mastered the mid range game, and that's why I love the
Yeah.
mid range game so much because that's what I used to watch. I would literally just go on YouTube and I would search up workouts. I would watch the games. I would search like I said, really the workouts, and I just wanted to see what they were doing. So when I went to the gym, and I used to go with my boy Marcus Sasser, that's at Houston right now, and we used to just like he could shoot the three. Obviously, he could shoot three really,
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah.
And I was more of a, so I was better at getting to the rim than I could finish and stuff like that because I was more athletic. And but so we used to play one on one all the time, and we used to have days where we would go in and work out, right? And
Hmm.
we would say his like he coming in with his favorite players, who he trying to imitate. So some of the stuff oh yeah, now we doing Trey Young, and now we doing Steph today. Like that's
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 crazy.
that's what we used to really tell ourselves. And I know
No,
it's funny, but
that's cool
I
though.
mean we used to try to go through a workout, and we would go through some of the things that we seen them doing. And so that's why it's so crazy to me and funny to me, and actually good to see the way he playing in college basketball right now and the way I'm also playing. It's like, man, like we've been working since we was in high school
Yeah,
for it. So
hard work pays off.
yeah, man. So like I said, but those are my three. And like I said, really, really, as to why, CJ is just so smooth, man. He makes the game look so easy.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, it's nothing they could do.
Pelicans too.
It's
Yeah,
nothing they could do. I'm like, literally, it's nothing they can do. And it was just like, I was like, that's crazy. Like the ball's on a string. Whatever you do, you wrong with him. If
yeah.
you play too far, he gonna go to the basket. You cannot go under.
He
Deadly
gonna shoot it.
shooter.
Yeah,
Then he got the in between game. So it's like, how do you stop him?
yeah. It's tough,
Then he
man.
got the floater. So
Nah,
then he got soft touch around the rim. He got all types of different finishes. So it's
yeah.
like it's crazy. And then Mike and Kobe, um really MJ because man his mindset, and
Killer
same thing with
mentality.
Kobe. That's just I tried to have that, and I tried to study and imitate them because like I said, how can you want to be the best if you don't watch the best? Or how can you even know how to be the best if you don't watch the greats that was in front of you? So I mean before you. So that's pretty much why those three are my favorites.
I like that. You mentioned Damian Stoudemire. I just correct me if I'm wrong. Did he get signed with the Celtics? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, he's a coach. Yeah, he's an assistant coach.
So
So
you
over
still like communicate with him?
Yeah, over the summer when that was it. Yeah, it was the summer basically. Yeah, I had went to one of the finals games. I had went
Oh,
up to
that's cool.
yeah, I went to Boston. I went to the game and I seen it, man. It was good. I was close and all that, so it was good. It was real good, man.
You
Like
plan
I
on
said,
going to any like games this season, like watching support?
so like I said, it'll probably have to be after the season.
Oh yeah, for
After
sure.
when we done, yeah, I'm
That's
see,
cool.
if he got time, I hit him up
Yeah.
and we get connected. And he always tell me if I need anything, just to let him know and things like that, because he up the road, he not that far away. We both on the East Coast now, so like I
No,
said,
that's
yeah,
cool.
he still
Yeah.
show love to me. That's still my guy.
That's great. No, obviously I say that because like I'm like a huge Celtics fan. So I like know like a lot of the front office hires and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm always more of a. It's gonna sound weird. A front office person than a favorite player. Like my favorite. Like I don't have a favorite player. I have a favorite GM.
Oh,
Brad
okay,
Stevens. So
okay,
like
yeah.
I followed him when obviously he was in Butler and then coaching with the Celtics and now he's with them. Obviously he got moved up.
Yeah.
So like all those little things I kind
That's
of
what's
that's
up.
cool.
That's what's up. It is.
Obviously I feel like I might know this answer, but maybe it might be different. If you didn't do basketball, what would you see yourself kind of doing, like let's say after college, like in terms of job, whether
Um,
it's athletics or even not athletics,
right.
kind of.
So I always thought I wanted to be a coach. If I had to stop playing.
For
But
which basketball?
yeah,
Okay,
basketball.
okay.
So but take away sports. I would say, man, I don't it would be something dealing with people. Like right now my major is sociology. Um, like I've took some classes over the years, and I've learned how to like speak in situations like this, and I'm getting better at it constantly. So and I'm pretty good with people. Like I like to interact with people and
Hmm.
things like that. So it would definitely be something with my major, like sociology. I don't really know right now because I'm locked in on basketball taking
No,
me as
yeah,
far as it can. And I
just
always
hypothetical if it
right,
was,
right. And
yeah.
I always say, like, when I'm done playing the game, I'm gonna take this same passion and drive that I have for basketball and put it towards a real job and things like that. So as far as that, like I said, it would definitely be something dealing with people.
So you
And
think maybe down the road, maybe in your 40s, you think you'd want to go back to like basketball and do coaching?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah, that would yeah.
Would yeah, I'm pretty sure you would probably want to start off rip to kind of college assistant coaching.
It would yeah, if yeah. Yeah, most definitely, yeah, college. Because that's kind of like, or maybe like high school, but I don't know. I don't know, cause sometimes that could be rough, and it's something like you get in this, and that's when you shape people, like,
Mhm.
cause high school help you prepare for college. So,
100%.
but it would definitely start at college. Yeah, I would want to start in college.
No, that's cool. Obviously, there's like usually YouTube videos that come out with top 10 things you can't live without, or like, a lot of athletes do those videos. But what's one thing, like, if you got to put your priority, what's one thing you really can't live without?
What in terms of like,
Like, just anything. Like, there's one thing that, like, you really need that, you just can't. Like, if you didn't have it, like for me, I'll give an example. For
yeah, I
me,
mean, yeah,
I think my phone is my number one thing. Like,
okay.
some people might say, what's it called? Like, I wouldn't say jewelry, but there's like different. I guess everyone has different priorities. For me, if I don't have my phone, like, I guess I just bug out. Like, I
So
can't do
we
it.
not don't include like family and nothing like that, right? Because
No, no,
that would
like
be that would that.
more materialistic
All right,
things.
all right, all right,
Yeah,
all right. Almost. Oh, definitely got to go with my video game,
video
and
games.
not even because like like I love it, but I could put it down. Like I'm not gonna miss no sleep or nothing like that. But
Yeah.
but growing up, like that's all we used to do before phones was really popping. Like back when when my brothers, like I'm the youngest of three,
Mhm.
so my brothers and them had flip phones and stuff like that. Like I had a track phone like in first grade and things like that. But after that, it was like straight touchscreen phones.
Yeah.
So
What
like I said,
console, by
but
the way?
what'd you say?
What console?
At first, when first growing up, I had a
Okay.
Xbox 360.
Same.
And then it moved, and then kind of like it gradually went away from Xbox to PlayStation. So
Nice.
now I got a PS5. So right now, yeah, my PS5. Like you can take away my phone. Like you take away my phone because I can watch YouTube on there. I can
That's
watch
right.
Netflix. I can
Yep.
play the game. It's a lot of different things I could do. I
That's
could
true.
go on the internet, search up whatever I want to search up, article, like just anything like that. So yeah, you can do a lot with your video game, and I'm pretty competitive. So I'm a pretty competitive guy. So like playing with my homeboys and like teammates, AB, like they all won't even play me no more. And you could tell them I said this too. They know they won't play me in 2K no more. So we mostly like we play different games on it. Like we play Call of Duty and things like that because they don't want to see me in 2K.
What would you say is your top like three, maybe most games that you play kind of currently?
Oh, it's definitely Call of Duty Warzone and Madden.
Man, oh, cool. And
Like
then
I said,
obviously
I'm not a big park guy. My park guy in 2K.
more rec maybe, or just playing
I
people.
like playing people. I
Okay,
like
okay.
head to head games. So
Yeah.
I like those exhibition games. And like I said, I don't like playing online because
Mm.
it's not the same. Nowhere near
No,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah,
So like I said, I don't really even play 2K right now. Like
yeah.
we started out and when it first came out, me, Walt, and AB, we all was playing on the same thing. But
Always like that.
yeah, but they more into it. Like they more into that game than I am. Like I can't like I used to be, but I can't just play my career and go to the park. I can't. I
No,
can't.
I
I would
get what
rather
you.
play a competitive game, like
I'm the same way.
or yeah, or play a Warzone type Call of Duty type of game.
What would you say, like out of all the games you've played, probably number one favorite game of all time? It doesn't have to be like PlayStation 5, just any video game you've ever played.
Hmm. My number one's got to be 2K.
2K. Okay.
Got to be.
I love
Um.
playing 2K, but I feel like for me it's got to be Black Ops 2.
And then secondly, growing up, when I was younger, my mom didn't even let us get shooting games because she didn't want that. She didn't,
Yeah.
yeah, But as we talked, and we like, mom, like, like we know we not we this is not what we gonna do in real
Yeah.
life. So,
Yeah.
but growing up, like I said, she used to try to say that sometimes. So that's kind of why it steered away. But if I had to choose one, bro, I would go all the way back to Xbox, and it would be Saints Row. I
Saints
don't know.
Row. Yeah,
You
yeah,
ever
yeah.
heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Saints Row. Yeah, that game
I
was.
ain't have it, but I seen like walkthroughs of it.
Yeah, it was like a GTA, but like
I
in the
seen.
in the old, like a way back
No, I
version. Like
definitely seen. I ain't gonna talk about some of the things I seen, but I seen
yeah,
some of
that's
it.
what I'm saying. But that was the game. Like I said, I had it on
Yeah, yeah.
Xbox 360, and then even before that, um, I don't know when you heard of Midnight Club
I feel like I
or
heard it, but I never like seen it.
it was like I think if I'm not wrong, I believe that's the name. It was like card game.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh yeah, or yeah, it's like racing games. Like you could.
That racing, yeah, that's what I think
Yeah, like
too.
you could customize the car,
Yeah,
and then you go out and you race, and then you trying to like it was cool. It was that was a game on Xbox too, I believe.
yeah. I think for me, like I said, I gotta go with like Black Ops 2, definitely my number one. When I used to have the Wii, I used to love the Wii Sport, Wii Resort,
Oh
the
yeah,
boxing stuff and all
yeah,
that. That was like
yeah.
really
That one,
fun.
yeah. When that first came out, that was a hit.
Yeah, for sure. And then for 2K, I definitely like more of the older ones than the newer one. Where it was less restrictions. Like now, it's too much
Yeah,
restrictions.
but they did too much. They
Yeah,
did too
way
much.
too
They
much.
trying to make it too real, like too
Yeah.
realistic.
No,
I'm like
yeah,
you
way
taking.
too much.
I'm like yeah. It's not even yeah. It's really not even fun. Like now it's too hard to even make a three almost for real.
No, yeah, the
They didn't
music's
did too yeah.
terrible.
They did too much with it. I'm like y'all doing too much.
I
Like
gotta go back to the old Wii
exactly,
records.
exactly, exactly. Because yeah, that's when I think it honestly used to be more competitive. Like and back then it used to be where like anybody, if you knew how to play basketball, you could
Yeah,
pick up and play 2K.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
now, you need to be in tune with all the new stuff, how to do this, and
Yeah,
because it's different. That's what I'm saying. I'm like a lot of people don't keep up with it, like
mm.
so they can't come back and play the game. They out of tune with it,
No,
so they
I
can't play
thousand
it.
percent agree with you with that. And then obviously you mentioned racing games earlier. That was gonna kind of lead into my next thing. Not sure if you have that car right now, but what would you say would be your dream car? Maybe it's your current car, maybe there's another one that you have. Dream car and favorite sneaker of all time.
My dream car. Um, so I got like I'm a pretty kind of tall guy a little bit, so I can't
Yeah.
really do. I don't really want to do cars no more. Right now my favorite is like a Charger right now, but I got a Camaro, but I had a Charger before that.
Why you
So,
switched then if it was your favorite?
cause I just got, I had to get a new. I had to like I
Oh,
had to get rid of that one.
okay.
So I had got that one, and then like I'm gonna go back to a Charger after this. After I get rid of this one, I'm gonna go back to a Charger. But after that, once I start actually making some money, um, I want to actually invest in like a Audi truck. I want to get an Audi truck.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
those are fire to me right now, and
Yeah.
they more spacious.
And what about all time sneakers? Like one like it hits.
Man, I would have to say I got two. See, well, no, I don't. I'm lying. It's the Jordan 11s.
No worries.
Yeah, retro 11s. I gotta
Yeah,
go with those. Those are
classic.
like my, but my other one I would say is the 12s. I
Okay,
love the
okay.
12s too.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got two more questions for you. One, obviously with yesterday, and I didn't even have this, but obviously it's great timing that LeBron broke the all-time scoring record. A lot of people still with the debates. What would you say is? Do you have a goat between MJ or LeBron, or maybe someone else, or you just kind of don't get into that debate?
My goal is MJ.
MJ?
Even though I didn't really get to watch his games and watch him play and stuff like that, I look at it as like, like I say, his mindset. And it was a kill. Like he never went to a game 7.
No, yeah, I
He's
heard.
never
Yeah,
lost the
never
finals.
lost in the finals. Yeah, and he played way less games and seasons than LeBron did.
You know what I mean? And he had like
10 scoring titles. Like,
it was so like I said, and I tell people this all the time. Like, don't get me wrong, like LeBron is great. Like he's great. Like I used to think I used to look and I used to because I never was a fan. Like I mean, I was a fan of him, but it was like he wasn't the best player because obviously I could never play that way. Like I never was a big
yeah,
body,
yeah,
so that's kind of why I drift away from him. And like I said, it's nothing. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but because like I said, he's great, man. He made the game look so easy. Like he can do everything.
yeah. No, a thousand
It was
percent agree.
like everything. So it was like, yeah, that's crazy. Like we probably never might never see nobody like him again. And then like I was watching somebody say something about him breaking his record. And they was like, look how long he been in the NBA, man, and doing this. And he
Yeah,
was like,
since high school, basically.
nobody is going nobody could do this again because that means they would have to do what he did.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's crazy. Like it might never, I don't know. Like, we just don't know. But it's like the way that it's going, the way it's set up. I mean, they trying to get it to where you could go straight from high school
hmm,
again. But as of right now, man, like I said, people when he was in the league since 18. So it's like, how can somebody catch up to what he doing? So
and he's in the stay in the league for at least a good like. I know he has a 2 year extension, so definitely 2 years, and I think he's gonna go for the third to play with his son Bronny. So
mhm.
I think he has 3 years guaranteed. So that record's gonna get like
You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But like I say, I don't want to. I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron. Like he is great. He's great. Like right. Like obviously he's the best player in the world right now. But my goat, I'm gonna go with MJ.
No, I 1000% agree with you on that. I think LeBron is probably like right behind him, just because the thing with MJ that I always go over and like a lot of people get mad about is his championships. But I always look at it as people want to say, "Oh, Bill Russell won 11." I'm like, there was like 8 or 11 teams back then. That's one. And then someone else said, "Oh, what about Robert Horry?" I'm like, he won 7 championships, and I can't recall a single Finals MVP. So
Yeah.
not saying he didn't contribute, but MJ won six and six Finals MVP. He was the
hmm
man. That's one. Um, People always say, obviously, yes, LeBron could do everything because he's, I think, number 4 in all-time assists, which is crazy.
He up there in almost every
Every
category.
category, but he's never won, from what I've seen, a Defensive Player of the Year. MJ has 3, 10 scoring titles. I can't recall how many scoring titles LeBron has. It's definitely not even close to MJ. So I don't
Yeah.
know. MJ is like really great. And then again, he took the gap when obviously I believe his father died, and he did baseball and all that. So you imagine, like, if he still stood, he probably would have won more
Yeah.
championships.
Yeah. Yeah.
The numbers of all time that he had, because I think he's right now at number 4 after LeBron broke it. He probably would have been way closer. Like, I'm not saying it would be number 2, but
Yeah.
it's just I definitely agree with you on that pick for MJ. And
Yes.
my final question was going to be, obviously in your free time you probably have like a lot to do, whether it's gaming or workouts and stuff. Do you have a favorite, let's say possibly podcast or like TV show that you watch, like something that currently or all time maybe?
Man, I'm so into sports.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. So I mean, literally all I would do is like if I'm just chilling, I'm not playing a game or something. Some days I'll go and I want to like watch a movie, but
Hmm.
I don't really watch no TV shows because I can't. I like movies. I
Yeah.
don't want to like I hate waiting for the I gotta watch this
Yeah.
one and wait for the next one. Like
No, I agree
I
with you.
never I never I never got wrapped up in that. But I would say, man, like I say, really honestly, just sports center. Like that's what I grew up on.
Hmm.
My brother used to watch it all the time. We grew up around sports.
Yeah.
In Texas, like I said, sports is real big.
No, 100%.
So
Well
and
rounded.
yeah, you would fall behind if you was lacking in any sport. So it was like I just love like, but and then like I always tell people too, the main thing why I love sports so much is because it translates to whatever you want to do in life. Like whatever you want to do, whether you got a corporate job, whether you own your own business, whether you play sports, whether you like whatever you want to do.
Mm.
I think like the core values of sports in each sport and the discipline and the just all the different things we have to do in our sports. It's like it translates to whatever you want to do. So that's why I think I'm so fascinated with sports. It's like, man, it's like a lot comes from sports. Like it's
Yeah.
just a whole lot. So I think that's one reason. That's the main reason why I know that I love sports so much. But like I said, yeah, I could just literally sit and have sports on all day. And then outside of that, I like to watch good movies. Like I'm a movie guy and I'm
You
an
got like
action
a
movie guy.
favorite I want to say movie or genre, like something
Oh,
that,
my favorite one of all times is definitely Bad Boys 2.
okay.
Yeah, that's my stuff right there.
Yeah, nah. I'm more of a kind of TV type guy, whether it's I don't know if you ever watched the show Power with the
Yeah,
semi,
yeah.
that's like one of my favorite shows. And then movies, I'm just mainly anything Marvel kind of, and then just any popular movie that obviously comes out. And then I would say for me, like podcasts, I mainly just watch Talking Yanks. I'm like a Yankees fan of
Mhm.
baseball. And then yeah, I like to watch a lot of sports take, mainly when it's free agency season and trade season.
Yeah.
I'm not that engaged to it when it's just, after a game, let's just say
Yeah,
them
they just
talking about
yeah,
it. Yeah, because
yeah.
they're just saying, oh, like for example, the LeBron breaking the record, they're just talking about it. I like when they're talking about who might get traded, what player might get signed. That's kind of when
Yeah.
I like to tune into anything like ESPN or Sports Center. And
Yeah.
obviously tomorrow is trade deadline, and I don't know if you heard about the Westbrook rumors.
No, I haven't.
We were actually talking about that. I think you were in the shower, you were working out. They were rumoring that Westbrook is supposedly, it's not official yet. It's still, rumored. Woj, so if Woj says it, it's big.
Yeah.
There's a 3-team trade with Minnesota and the Jazz. So I think Westbrook would go to the Jazz,
Mhm.
get bought out, and then the Lakers would get D'Angelo Russell,
Mhm.
and the Timberwolves would get Mike Conley, and obviously some draft picks and role players would get thrown into it. But I
Right.
was like, that's kind of like huge. Like, hearing
Yeah.
that. But I know there's like a lot of other rumors because again, tomorrow's the deadline.
Yeah,
I don't
that,
think
yeah.
KD is gonna get traded though. Like
Yeah,
not not
I
this, not
seen him.
tomorrow,
Yeah, I
but
seen him. I seen that. I did see something about that. I was looking like I'm like I didn't even know, he wanted to. I didn't know. I
yeah,
was
I
like,
think it was before the season started. He asked for a trade. He mainly wanted the Suns, and then they didn't get that through because they were trying
oh
to ask for a
yeah,
lot.
we did. Yeah. I do remember that. I do
Yeah, and
remember
then
that.
it didn't go through. They just said let's play it out. Obviously, Kyrie getting traded early before the deadline, and I'm pretty sure Katie's not gonna be in that by next season. I can see him like. I think it's too quick for them to trade him. Like they're not gonna do it in 24 hours. I think it's too much pressure for them. But they'll
Right.
probably wait it out, and then when it comes to the summer, he's gonna be gone
Yeah,
anyways.
because I think they gotta know at this point that he don't want to
He don't
be
want
the
to be
face
there.
of their
Yeah,
franchise. Yeah, he don't want to do that.
he kind of has no help now. Like I mean, not
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, doesn't. I know Cam Thomas has been like popping off these last three
Right.
games, but
Right.
that's
But
not
I'm
gonna
just
help
like they
them.
still, they still basically, they still getting established in the NBA. They still trying to find themselves. So it's like he don't want to be a part of that right now where he is in his career. Like, cause it's
Yeah,
kind of like he wasting his years that he got left, basically.
yeah,
You
pretty
know what I
much.
mean? Yeah. So that's why it's like he want to win, do as much winning as he can. That's what I would. That's would be my mindset if
You
I'm
just want to
him right
win.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you 34, you want to win another championship. So I'm pretty sure that's what he
Is
wants.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so we'll
Exactly.
definitely see that, and I definitely appreciate you coming out today. We'll have another episode next Wednesday around 6 o'clock. We're still trying to find a guest. Most likely Jamie from softball will probably have, but I do appreciate you coming out
Oh
today,
man,
man.
Javi, my guy, no problem. I told you I got you. I'll be. We was gonna make it work.
Nah, yeah,
I
we
appreciate you for
definitely
having me.
was trying to get it before, but I know I caught COVID last week, and then the week before it was like something. So I'm glad I had you today.
All
So
right, man. I
I'll see you
appreciate you for
guys
having me.
next week. Appreciate it.